Today we're talking about adding a new design to eCommerce Manager products. Once you add an existing customizable product in eCommerce Manager, you may discover that you need to modify the template within the designer to meet your needs. Perhaps you need to add or modify image areas or text areas, or even modify print areas. After adding an existing customizable product in the eCommerce Manager, log in to iPersonalyze.gateway3d.com/acp/ and create a new product design template, either by duplicating and modifying an existing design or by creating a totally new design. See the presentation regarding creating customizable product templates for more information on that. Finally, add your new revised product template design to a product in your eCommerce Manager store. To do that, you would need to log into your store administration panel and go to the Products tab. If you have not already done so, add a product similar to the custom design template you created in eCommerce Manager. Next, you will need to edit the product to change the product ID that you got from iPersonalyze.gateway3d.com to your product in your eCommerce Manager store. The Gateway ID in eCommerce Manager must match the product ID in the Gateway system, as shown here. You can find the product ID in the Gateway system by looking in the ID column in the Product Manager next to your product. Or you can edit your modified template design and you will see the product ID at the upper right hand corner in the basic details screen. When you get ready to go ahead and put that new design over in your eCommerce Manager store, you'll need to add the base product to your eCommerce Manager store if you have not already done so. Then you'll need to go in and edit the product whose template you modified, and then click the edit icon, that little square with a pencil, under tiered pricing weight. That will modify your screen so that you will now see underneath some additional options to change. You'll notice the Gateway ID there. That's what you need to modify to match that product ID that was in the Gateway system. When you've got that modified, click the Save button to save it. And then those two products will be tied together from that point forward. To reiterate, you're going to need to identify the appropriate product ID from the Gateway system for the template you created or modified. Then, in order to add your new revised product template to a product in your eCommerce Manager store, you'll log into your store administration panel and go to the Products tab. If you have not already done so, go to the All Preloaded menu item and add the base product to your eCommerce Manager store. Then go to the List View menu item and edit the product whose template you modified. On the Edit Product screen, click the Edit icon under Tiered Pricing/Weight. Modify the Gateway ID to match the product ID in the Gateway system, and then click the Save button. And you're finished. Those two items are linked. If you modify your template in the Gateway system again, you will not have to relink because they are now linked in the system. Let's go and look at how that works one more time. So log in to the Gateway system, and first we find a product template, and I'm going to duplicate that to modify that template for my own store. So I will type in where I want to duplicate that store to, find that category and duplicate it to that category. I will then go to that category, and I now see that product here in my personal category, and you'll see that it's created a new ID right there in that ID column. If I go in and edit that by clicking on the wrench, you'll see the ID is up here. I can go through and modify my text areas. Maybe I want more fonts or fewer fonts. Maybe I want to change the name of the text areas, or font sizes, or font colors, or any of that. Or I may want to add or decrease image areas, change effects for images or text, any of that I want to do. But most importantly, I need to remember this ID right here, the product ID. And if I want to, I can copy that so that when I go to my store, I can change my product to be that. If I don't have the product already there, I go to All Preloaded, find the category, click on the plaque I want to add, and click on Add, and it will add those products. I can then go over to the list view, find a product that I already added, either just now or earlier. Click on Tiered Pricing Weight there to show more options, and modify that gateway ID to the new gateway ID I just created. And then click on Save to save that, to link the two together.